obviously made a huge impression on board trustee Chi-Chi, Notre Jack, because she specifically requested that he come to our board meeting and present this morning. So would you like to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
3-in-1 healing backpack. We believe all children are naturally creative. We believe each child should have an art canvas with them at all times to draw or to doodle for self-expression or for therapeutic purposes. We believe that their creativity should be on display for the world to appreciate their work of art, at the same time to boost their self-esteem and self-confidence. Poverty, abuse, neglect, being bullied and called, and many more all contribute to childhood trauma and increase the adverse childhood experiences, ACE, scores in children 0 to 17 years old. The consequences of childhood traumas, if untreated, are high risk of substance abuse as adults, high risk of suicidal, high risk of violence tendency and prone to commit crime, high risk of mental illness, high risk of depression, high risk of heart disease, and high risk of teen pregnancy, which propagate the risk to the next generation. And here is some data from kidsdata.org, the number of children between 0 to 17 years old in 2018. In the US, there's 73.7 million. In California, there's 9,261,018. Stanislaus, there's 146,558. San Joaquin, 201,902. And Merced, 80,521. According to a report by ChalkWild, 1 in 10 children in the U.S. have ACE scores of 3 or more. So the number of kids with ACE scores of 3 or higher are as follows. The U.S. more than 7 million, California more than 900,000, Stanislaus more than 14,000, San Joaquin more than 20,000, Merced more than 8,000. And here's a chart of the ACE scores in teen sexual behaviors, and as you can see, the higher the score, the higher the risk. And another chart, the childhood experiences of adult alcoholism. Once again, the higher the score, the higher the risk. And here, once again, higher the score, the higher the risk. But this time, women has a higher risk than men. And here's another example. Meet Xavier Johnson, a 12-year-old who was raised in the project of North Philadelphia, where poverty and violence are part of lives. Drawing makes me feel better. When I'm mad, I draw my anger. I just get happy, he said. Xavier learned to do that through an art therapy program designed to provide critical coping skills for children growing in tough circumstances. Me and my dad, I created this 3-in-1 healing backpack that is an art canvas, a mobile art gallery, and a backpack. It comes with 8 non-toxic liquid chalk markers for kids to create art on the go for self-expression and for art therapy. It is erasable, therefore kids can erase to draw, doodle on it again and again. Creating art and the ability to express oneself also provide kids with a boost in self-confidence and self-esteem. And to quote Holly Grace Curry, a youth and prevention service manager of Haven Women's Center of Stanislaus, child survivors of domestic violence and sexual abuse needs healthy, creative outlets for their strong and complicated feelings. For over 20 years, my agency has used art as a means of safe self-expression for youth in our psychoeducational support groups. We recently started giving a ChalkWild backpack to each child graduating from our youth programs. Now they have a special place to store their program material and work of arts. And to quote another person, Dr. Danielle Hooper, a certified pediatric mental health specialist and founder and CEO of Access Hope, based in Georgia. From the moment he walked in, he was intrigued with the backpack. He struggled from past trauma, and this backpack not only distracted him, but was therapeutic for him. The ChalkWild backpack is helpful for children to express themselves through art, drawing, and coloring. And the more kids we could help recover from early childhood traumas, we could expect lower crime rates in our neighborhoods, lower suicide rates, and fewer unnecessary deaths from driving accidents, and lower costs due to health issues. And that's why we're here. We need help with funding to bring these 3-in-1 backpacks, healing backpacks, to the 10% of children who can truly benefit from them. We are fortunate to have community foundations of San Joaquin as our fiscal sponsors. accept grants from public or private funding. It's also tax deductible for private donations. We need to help these children to avoid the lives of crime, violence, substance abuse, which affects all of us. We need to help them become a good member of society. That's it.
Could you show us an example of your backpack? I see one down on the ground, so that you could show it to the audience.
This here is an example of a backpack. This is actually my school backpack. Here in, well, I recently just drew on this backpack. And when you draw on it, it doesn't stay on there forever, so you can always quickly erase it with some paper towel or maybe just baby wipes. Right.
Out there as an advocate specifically for autism and other ways to combat ACEs, as you very well articulated up there. But I mean, you're also an entrepreneur and you're also a creator. And you go to Savage Middle School, so you are a middle school student who, and thank you, Dad, for being the encourager and supporter kind of behind the scenes. But I think it's amazing when young people like this take such a, they really own what it is that they're invested in. They take responsibility, and not only for themselves, but you know, you're out of yourself and you're giving back to the community in such a fantastic way. So congratulations, and just, you're a very impressive young man.
Thank you.
Will you introduce your father, please?
This is my dad back here videotaping me. He's Charlie Nguyen, and he's helped me create this company, and so far we've been doing pretty successful.
I'd just like to say one thing. I came across Charlie, and I'm really intrigued with his backpack. I actually use it to help kids in the community. So you can purchase a backpack. I will be happy to take it. I can deliver it to kids. What is so special about this backpack is it helps kids with autism. As you guys know, that is one of the things that is dear to my heart. And to see him out there promoting this program and the project is amazing for a young kid. And to me, that means that most children can emulate from him, and he will be a greater help to our society. So let's help support him. How much is one backpack?
I believe it's $45.
So please, I'll be more than happy to take, and then you can name a school, and I will deliver the school to the kids that really need it. So thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you and good luck.
So it's photo op times here. Dad, you want to be